Hello everyone, welcome back to Cheeky Chess again. Today we are going to see the explanation for this puzzle, and the theme here is white to play and checkmate in 3 moves. If you want to try this puzzle on your own and you want to solve it first, then I have uploaded this puzzle recently. You can check by clicking on the link I have attached on the top right corner. So without any delay, let's start. The solution is Rook can be placed to any of the square in F file from Rook F5 or F4 or F3 or F2 or F1. But the main theme is you should stay in the F file. So let us say the first move is Rook to F5. Now the black king cannot enter the F file. It is forced to move towards the D file. So this is the D file. This is the only move that black has. So kings moves to D8. So one move is over. Again the second move is Rook to C5. So once the Rook jumps to C5, so let us say Rook moves to C5, again it restricts the king to entering further into the C file. This particular Rook is blocking the C file. So again the forced move is black king cannot enter into the C8 or C7 or D7 or E7. So it has only one legal move to go back again to E8. So the second move is king to E8 again. Now the third move is you can deliver the checkmate by Rook C8. So Rook to C8, it's a checkmate. Now let's understand the pattern. If the Rook is one square away instead of in the F7 square like this, either on G file or on C file, just one square away and one square away from the opponent's king, either side. So this is a simple checkmate, right? So let us say Rook simply been placed here, it's a checkmate. Or from G file, if we just move the Rook to G8, it's a checkmate, or C8 is also a checkmate. But why this puzzle is a little bit tricky? Because it's very near to the king. We cannot just simply deliver a checkmate from F8 square, correct? So just placing the Rook, the king can simply capture the Rook. Now you can easily understand the Rook is played on the same file to restrict the black kings entering and escaping from the F file and then G file, or from here we are just avoiding the escape. The very first move is Rook to F5, or after that you can play anywhere F4, F3, F2 or F1. Let us say I am playing Rook to F3. Now the king cannot enter to F file because of this particular Rook. So there is only one force move. Neither king goes here because our king restricts all the squares. So the only possible move for black king is king to E8. So now this is the first move. Again, now the black king got a chance to escape from here, right? It can go anywhere, it can escape. In order to restrict that, we have to place our Rook. And the strategical file we have to capture is this particular C file. Because once we cut this file, the black king cannot enter it here. So Rook to C3. All the way moves to C3. Now it can simply block the king entering here. And this is our second move. Again, black is not at all having any move. The only legal move is king again go back to E8. So this is the only move now. Now the game is over, right? Simply you have to take your Rook to C8, and from there you can deliver a checkmate. And you remember that once the kings are opposite to each other and your Rook is one step away from the opponent's king, I'm just highlighting the squares, the red circles. So now we can see the white Rook is one step away from the king on either side. So all the green spots, from here the Rook can simply reach to the end and it can easily deliver a checkmate. Okay, so it can deliver a checkmate on any of the highlighted square, but not near to the king. The red ones are dangers. Or Rook to G8 is a checkmate because just one step away you can deliver checkmate anywhere from all the highlighted spots. Right now the rook was at the square c3, right? So from c3 rook will simply go to rook c8, rook will go to c8, and from there it can deliver a checkmate. Okay, thank you.